All right, so another big thing is this. Look, check this out, okay? This is a fact. Now, different players have different motivations. Some players are like so nationalistic. David Beckham, Wayne Rooney. Okay, David Beckham and Wayne Rooney are perfect examples of that, especially Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney was so nationalistic, he had the whole UK behind him. Okay, England was so behind Wayne Rooney. It was insane. Rooney was not about to let anybody win. Rooney was not about to take breaks when he got tired. Rooney was not about to let somebody get away with a goal or lose his own goal. You know what I mean? Rooney was so patriotic and the whole country was so behind him. The whole country was like, oh my God, we can't lose. You know what I mean? We have to win and everything. And you see that in them. You know, and then you have players, and this is true, you know, when they go to the World Cup, I'm not talking about qualifiers, I'm talking about actual World Cup. Everybody goes hard in the qualifiers. I'm talking about when you get to the World Cup, there are players who are very young, you know, some of them are only like 21 years old, you know, and they get into the World Cup, or some of them are like 22, 23, you know, young guys, right? And they get into the World Cup, you know, and you know, regardless of what game it is, you'll see them trying to display what they're displaying, and they're doing it for money, man. You know what I mean? A guy like Rooney won't do it for money. A guy like Rooney, it's not about the money. It's about the patriotism, about winning for his country and about his country. You know, some of these guys, they know that they're so good that they know that at the end of the day, even if they lose a couple of games, they'll still make it pretty far in the tournament and do a decent job and make their country happy. And at the same time, they're, you know, so in football, European football, you know, you'll notice that players, especially South American players, you know, players from Brazil, they're big about this, you know, and by the way, we could talk about Latin countries later, but and by the way, Italy won the World Cup. Was it against France? Was it in 2006? Yeah, Italy won that World Cup, right? So, but anyways, so you'll notice that some of these South American players, they're young, they have a lot of talent, and they're not that crazy about winning the World Cup. And you know, if you're a young, talented guy, that it's hard for you to just win a World Cup. Wayne Rooney was kind of older and yet was deep into English football, you know what I mean? So that's a different situation for him, very connected to the English people. You know, but some young guy from Brazil, all he's got is his talent. He's been scouted on his talent. He knows how good he is, you know, and you'll notice that, you know, he's playing to get noticed by the scouts. Because at the end of the day, it's a European leagues, the Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, all these leagues, they're gonna select players, right? And you're gonna get a contract. Let's face it, you're gonna get a contract. You know, Neymar put on such a good performance with Brazil, even though they didn't win the World Cup. He got an awesome contract with Barcelona, right? Right after the World Cup, he got signed with Barcelona. James Rodriguez did a very good job representing Colombia, and he got signed with Cristiano Ronaldo on Real Madrid, right? But it's not just a La Liga. People get scouted onto English Premier League too, you know. And you know, these guys come out and they want to showcase their skills. That's what they're there to do. You know, in that whole 90-minute game, you'll see them touch the ball maybe 10 times. Out of those 10 times, 5 of them are regular passes and dribbling. 2 or 3 are like really crazy. 2 are like, you know, just kind of showing that they're on that pro level. Or I'm on this pro international level, right? And there'll be like 3 moves when they get the ball where they show that they're like crazy good. And that's all they want, because at the end of the day, when that game's over and that cup is over, they want to get signed on contracts, man. You know what I mean? They want to get good contracts with good teams, you know, because that's going to be their bread and butter. They're going to be doing this all season, every year for over a decade. You know, they're going to dedicate their life to this, practicing and playing it pro. So they're just trying to get contracts, man. You know what I mean? If you're really good, doesn't matter if you're from the hood or not from the hood, but if you're really good, man, you know that, like, you know that when you get on that field, you have so much confidence, you know, and you're not even worried about losing the game and what people are going to think and all that kind of shit, you know, and at the end, you know, because you know that people don't want you to win. People typically don't favor a young, unknown, talented guy, you know, coming out of the hood, especially. People don't get behind people like that. That's the kind of guy I am, and people don't get behind people like that. I know that's a reality. That's why I never get caught up in fame and all that kind of shit. And those words are just coming from a rap song a little bit, you know, the fame part, you know, but they know they're not going to get that. Nobody's going to get behind them. They're not going to be popular. They're not going to be socially whatever. And they know that. You know what I mean? But you get on that field, man, you have so much confidence, man. You break that ball and you break that opponent, man. You don't break them because you got to be careful. But you break that ball, man. You do things that are magnificent, man, that show what level you're at, man. Listen, man, Mayweather had seen amateur guys in their first fights watch them and say, literally, dude, this guy could be a champion. I'm one of the biggest world champions in the world. I'm telling you right now, I can tell by looking at this guy that he could easily be a world champion. You know what I mean? Why not in soccer too? You don't think Ronaldinho can point out a young kid and be like, dude, this guy's the next Ronaldo? You don't think he can, Brazilian Ronaldo? You don't think he can do that? You don't think he can point a guy out and say that? You don't think scouts are watching and understand that? You don't think these young guys would love to get a very nice contract for a top European league team, a very good team, and get to play with top players from all over the world? You don't think he wants that? You don't think he wants to get signed with a couple of his buddies together? You don't think so? You don't think they want to play on the same team? You don't think they want a nice contract? You don't think they want to be televised? You don't think they want to be have highlights up? You don't think they want jerseys with their names on it, with big companies' names on their jerseys? You don't think so? You don't think so, huh? Anyways, I'm done, and this video's over.